Xavier. We are here this evening with the One Truth Network. As I said before, the One Truth Television Network. And this evening we are here with the Pastor Derrick Houston from the Warriors International Fellowship Incorporated. That's a lot to say. We just cut it up and we just call it Wi-Fi for short. Okay?
All right, that'll do.
Warriors International Fellowship Incorporated. Wi-Fi for short. And Pastor Derrick, Pastor Houston, where exactly are you located from?
We're located over in the 5 Points West area, Inslee, and we're right in the heart of the hood over in the Inslee Avenue.
I know I'm from West End myself. I'm from West End. Yes, I know about the area very well.
And we're right there on the main drag, going from the Interstate 65, exit 120, going over to 5 Points West. We're right there on the main drag on the right before you get a block before the fairgrounds.
Okay, all right. Speaking to the youth of the day, being that seemingly some individuals might say that we've lost the youth, how do we get the youth back into the church? What resolutions would you have for us in this day and age as far as getting the youth back, or saying that we've lost them altogether?
You know, one of the main things that I found out that is one of the major problems is that we have lost becoming the bridge to our young people. The first thing that we have to do is get back to the fundamental principles of raising our children and being the parent and letting the child be the parent in order to build the proper relationship according to the Bible, to make sure that they understand authority, they understand protocol, they understand their place as well as the adults' place. So the first thing that would have to happen is that I believe that we have to challenge the adults, that it is our responsibility to make sure that we're setting the example. You know, Proverbs 22:15 talks about train up the child in the way that it should go. Right. And the word train actually means you go before and you set the pace, set the example, become the model and the mold by which this child can become who they are to become in the future in life. But if we don't set that model, we don't set that mold, we don't go before them and set ourselves out above them, then the child have no true example on what they're to be and how they are to become that particular thing. So my challenge would be, first of all, to the parents, and by building a bridge or building a better relationship with our youth of today, so that, hear me, we both can understand each other.
Okay, it's more so or less spare the rod, spoil the child.
Exactly. You know, and Proverbs is full of instructions on how to raise up the child. You know, we have to be mindful today that legislation and government, you know, has stuck their hands, you know, in the midst of the business of God, and we as the church have allowed, and Christian and men and women of God have allowed the enemy to come in and dictate to us the plan of God. God wrote the plan, God set the plan, and then God enforces the plan and say, now here's the plan called the Bible. Now it's our responsibility to take God's plan and follow it through. If we'll follow that plan that God has given us and do it just like he says, I promise you, this generation that seemed to be a lost generation, because they've already, you know, the world has already X'd them out. They call them the X generation. Exactly. But we prophesy and we call it the next generation. Why? Because, hear me, their time is right about to come on the scene. And that's why I'm excited, is because, hear me, this generation, there's hope for you. And that's why we're here, is to encourage them that, hear me, you don't have to give up, give out, or give in. The best is yet to come.
Okay. Me myself, I'm a firm believer. As I said, I got 7 kids, and I do believe in beating them all.
Amen. Amen.
I'm just playing them jokes. But we will be back. Like I said, once again, this is comedian Xavier. We're here with the One Truth Television Network. So don't touch that dial. We'll be right back.